My legal name is Puss in Boots.
And that's why it pissed me off so much when they kept trying to freaking feed me. They didn't know. They didn't know. But I was all, did you mistake me for Harry freaking Potter? I'm obviously a gringo. Don't I look white? I'm a gringo. And my freaking name is goddamn. I don't like tamales. Get the hell away from me. The thing is, they didn't know. It was not their fault. They didn't know why it was upsetting me. They didn't know. But it offended my sensibilities, all right? Cultural differences. But then Cecilia was all, Andy, did your mother? And then I was all, no, no. And she would give me these freaking lectures. She was all, I think your mother traumatized you. And I was all, what was I supposed to say? I had to be polite. I didn't want to get kicked out. So I did my best to hold my temper. I can't be treating her the way I used to treat Sandy Cheeks. If I, and she was taller than me. Sandra was barely bigger than me. Barely. Like, yeah, she's taller than me and she's bigger than me, but she's barely taller than me. It's easy to wrestle with Sandra. But Cecilia, she's 5'8", and I'm 4'9". So I was all, I'm a good boy. I'm obviously, fine. I'm Harry freaking Potter. And you're freaking Ginny Weasley? God damn it. Fine. Yeah, Cecilia, you're right. I apologize. And I didn't know what the frick she wanted me to say. Was I supposed to freaking, I had no idea what she wanted from me. The thing is, I was 17. I was 17. And I didn't know. I didn't know yet. But basically, I had developed a certain habit and, an unhealthy coping mechanism. So I was all, what does she want me to say? What does she want? Yeah, you're right. I guess my mother did accidentally, but she, and I was there for 9 months. All right, 9 months. Because I'm a Sagittarius. I had to wait until college because my dad was in McAllen and I had to wait. So I did my best and I held my temper. But she was triggering me all day, every day. And she would say things like, you're allowed to open the fridge. You're allowed. And I was all, really? And she was all, Andy. Well, the thing is, though, she wasn't calling me Andy. She didn't know. The thing is, she did not know. But the thing is, every single time she called me Andrea, she was, I had no idea how to explain it to her. How do you explain? I did not know. I was 17. But eventually, we figured out, a system, a compromise. And I was all, I'm totally the errand boy. I'm the errand boy. Do you need help with anything? I'll wash the dishes. Do you need me to wash the dishes? And I'll freaking, but the thing is, we had misunderstandings. I was trying to be a good boy. And I guess she was also trying to be a good boy. The thing is, we were kind of confusing each other because, it's opposite day. And, at my house, these are the rules. And at your house, these are the rules. And we were confusing the hell out of each other all day, every day. She would say something like, she's fine. And I would say, you know what? I barely even remember. That's not the point. The point is, for the my parents had a misunderstanding because they were really religious. And the doctors, they also had a misunderstanding. The thing is, they kept diagnosing me with freaking, bipolar 2. They kept diagnosing me as bipolar 2. And then they would give me mood stabilizers. However, let's just say every single freaking time that I decided to cooperate and be a good boy and take the medicine as prescribed, my mood became really unstable. Mood stabilizers, it's opposite day. But anyway, I'm a freaking genius. I'm Artemis freaking Fowl. I diagnosed myself by myself. It's called PTSD. It's not called bipolar 2. It's called PTSD. Dumbass! But Ceci, yeah, you're absolutely right. She traumatized the fuck out of me with the chancla. And later, when I was living with my ex-wife, freaking Jamie the mailman, I would go with them to their parents' house for freaking Christmas and Thanksgiving because I'm not gonna visit the Dejanos for Christmas and Thanksgiving. No, 9. I'm gonna go to my wife's house for Thanksgiving. Why would I go to your house? I'm married now, and that's why I'm going to Jamie's house. But the thing is, Jamie's parents, it was not their fault. It was not their fault, but they reminded me of my mother's side of the family. It's like they were fresh off the boat. They were fresh off the fucking boat. And technically speaking, they weren't fresh off the boat. Her mother was totally born and raised in Brownsville, Texas. But same goddamn diff. Culturally, Brownsville, Texas might as well be Nuevo Laredo. And the abuelitas wanted to give me tamales. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want tamales. No, thank you. And then they said, mijita. And then I said, I'm not your mijita. I am not a mijita. Would you use your eyeballs? I ain't a mijita. God damn it. Let's just say, every freaking time someone called me mijita, I would lose my temper. But you know, it's the in-laws. You gotta hold your temper, Andy. And they kept trying to give me tamales. And I was like, listen, I refuse. I refuse. I'm gonna have to decline. I politely refuse. I'm not gonna eat the tamales. And they didn't know why I was so freaking offended by the tamales. They didn't know why. It wasn't their fault. But then I attempted, you know, like, can I please spend the holiday alone this year? And Jamie's mother, freaking Jamie's mother was all, what? You can't spend the holiday alone? And I said, why not? And she said, well, that would be so sad. And I said, hey, I will be more sad if you force me to spend one more goddamn Thanksgiving in Brownsville. I refuse. And then at the end of the day, let's just say I developed a hatred for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm not going to your house for Christmas. And I'm not going to her house. And I'm not going to his house. But everybody and their freaking mother wanted to invite me to their house for Christmas because I'm Harry freaking Potter and they're the freaking Weasleys. I'm not an orphan. I have parents. I just don't want to see them. Therefore, I would like to spend Thanksgiving alone. And Jamie's mom said, please come to our house for Thanksgiving. Please, come on. We don't want you to spend the holiday alone. Just because I'm 4'9". And you know what? I do have a short complex. I have a complex. Because everyone and their freaking tia and the freaking abuelito and the goddamn Aunt May. Do I look like Peter motherfucking Parker? I'm Peter Parker and your Aunt May. I'm Peter Parker and your Uncle Ben. Right before I left, Jamie said, please don't go back to your parents. Please don't go back to your parents. They obviously, please don't go back to your parents. I don't even remember what I said. I just remember what they said. They said, don't go back. Don't do it. Andy, why would you want to go back over there? But why would I want to stay here? You're just the fucking same. You're the same. Yeah, they're homophobic as fuck. And so are you, Jamie. You're also homophobic as fuck. Jamie, the mailman, said to me, you're one of those? Yes, I am one of those. I'm one of those. And I'm leaving. I'd rather live in the freaking pool house. I'd rather lay down on the train tracks. You know what? I will. Where's the nearest train? I like trains. But while I was looking for the train, I got caught. They always catch me. I did my best to be chill while I was looking for the train. Let's just say I did not have the car anymore because my father confiscated the car. I was not allowed to drive anymore. I was looking for a train. But somebody called the fuzz and I got caught. And then I got sent to the hospital again before I could get to the train tracks. All right, I got caught.